Hello, I'm Mike Campbell. I'm the K through 12 visual arts instructor at USD 511 in Attica, Kansas. Um, this is the introduction, so a little about myself. I'm probably one of the nerdiest people you guys are ever going to meet. Big time news junkie, history buff, and absolutely addicted to nerd culture. Um, Bobbleheads, collectibles, movies, video games, comic books, you name it. And I am a bit of a collector. I'm not one of those guys with all the cool stuff that's still in the box, sitting in a closet where nobody can look at it. No, those guys hate me. Take it out of the box. I want it where people can see it, play with it. These things are awesome, especially in an earthquake. I mean, I live along the Oklahoma-Kansas border. Instant earthquake detection. And the kids love it. I've got them above the desk in my classroom, and it's just, I don't know. One of those things makes kids feel a little more comfortable in the art room, especially for some of the kids that they think that they're not any good at art. So, distraction piece gets everybody going. Anyway, let's see. So, I guess keeping with the introduction, I was in the Army for a bit. I was in U.S. Army Special Operations Command. Sounds really gung ho, not really. Civil affairs, humanitarian assistance, refugee management, helping civilians not die, and then rebuilding stuff after it gets blown up, either from war or natural disaster. Trying to get those people back on track and make their lives better. Um, Also trying to protect some of their stuff, like religious centers, schools, and places of cultural and kind of social significance. Um, my service fell between '91 and then the attacks of 9/11. I was one of the fortunate ones that was only involved in peacekeeping missions, never had to go to war. I spent most of my career in Belton, Missouri. I was able to go to Europe twice during the Yugoslavian Civil War, but like I said, never had to fire a gun. I was stationed in Hohenfels, Germany twice, and I was also fortunate enough to be stationed at historic Fort Bragg in North Carolina. If you ever get a chance to go to Fayetteville, North Carolina, I recommend it. Take a camera, especially if you go in the fall or winter. It's beautiful. Germany, the Bavaria portion of Germany, even more so. Imagine Colorado, but prettier and with better beer. Let's see, between the Army and teaching, I managed convenience stores and restaurants for about a decade. Don't do that. If you ever want to do that, call me. I'll recommend a good shrink. It's a bad decision. Let's see, long-term goals. I hope to become more comfortable in my position. Not so much that I feel lax about it. I'm kind of an alpha type personality, and I'd like to take more of a leadership role in the district. And I get the feeling that some of the other people there want me to. Um, I'm just not there yet. I still feel like I've got a lot to learn, and before I can step that up, I want to learn what I need to learn to feel comfortable enough to do that. Um, as far as becoming an administrator in a school, I'd want to have at least a decade of classroom experience before I even considered it, so that I've got a more solid understanding of the job before I try to supervise people that are doing it. And if I ever did take a shot at that, I'd like it to be in a small school like the one I'm working at now. I'm enjoying working in the small school. There's a few things I don't like about it, a few things I'd like to change, but you're going to have that anywhere. If at all possible, I would like to stay where I'm at for quite a while. And the school needs some love. I'd like to be one of the people that helps to convert it from a school in dire need of some improvements to a school that excels at what it does. From this class, I've only got one goal, and that's to learn as much as I can about curriculum. At my school, I inherited a mess from an art teacher who retired after 25 years. She taught the same way for 25 years, never used a lesson plan, never built a rubric, never built any type of a curriculum. She had a poster on her wall that had 16 projects on it. 12 of them were drawing projects, 4 of them were painting projects. That was it. And if you weren't doing one of those, you were doing art history, self-teaching. I don't want to be that guy. The district doesn't want me to be that guy. So I need to learn how to build curriculums. I kind of fumbled through it last year. I want to get better at it this year. As someone who's been tasked with modernizing an art department and building a 21st century art curriculum, I need this class. So I'm looking forward to what's coming. All right, thank you. Appreciate it.